Hello and welcome everyone. How are you all doing? I hope you're having a fantastic little day today. I hope you're all having a bit of fun. Let's jump in here and see what's going on. Let's have a little look through the chat here. Who have we got here? Welcome. Welcome Tom, Staniel, Lila, I'm going to go, maybe. Piosco, Tommy, Covey, Lim. What are we listening to today? Just a little sneaky band called Cruel Like That. Good little band. Dominic, welcome to the stream. Having round robin stakes on what the technical difficulty is going to be today. Well, there's probably going to be lots. So the joke will be on you, Lim, because everyone's going to be a winner today. He needs to fix that thing up to maybe 2 hours. Get your lucky likes in early. Thanks, Stupid. It's cracking Chris Redbeard. Great to have you here. Jack as well. Hamulin. Always good to have you on board, mate. Big Shano's joined. Welcome, Charged. Scottish Jim. And Beth as well. Welcome everyone to the stream. It's great to have you all here. I'm going to extend that welcome right out to you as well, Ryan. How are you, big fella?
Oh, look, just happy to be here, you know.
Just happy to be here?
Just happy to be here.
That's what I like to hear. That is what I like to hear. Now, you guys will let me know if the music's a little bit too loud at the moment. I'm going to kick this whole thing off tonight with a few little circuit experience things, just to try and... I'm just trying to save up some money, and this is something I probably should have done months ago when the game first came out. But I'm just plugging my way through. Trying to get a few done, and mainly just today I'm trying to make a bit of money on this. I want to do this to start the stream off, get a bit of cash, maybe buy the new Audi that of course was released thanks to patch 1.17 yesterday.
Which one are you going to do though?
Which one what? Which car am I going to buy?
The two Audis. You're going to buy the VGT or the e-tron?
Ooh, I don't know.
Because
we might have to have a vote. We might have to have a vote. We'll have a little vote. Morning from the UK, Scottish Jim. Yeah, thank you. Good evening, right on back to you. You meant the TV timer? Nah, TV's good, man. Can't get rid of this old girl. It's been faithful to me. The voice of a man happy to be there. Shano didn't detect any exuberance in your voice, I don't think, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. I might be a little bit distracted right now, but I will be happy to be in Adelaide this weekend.
Yeah, you will. At the Bend, the new track. What is his PS Gaming? Welcome. It has been a long time since I've seen you stop by. I hope you're going well, my friend. So yeah, it's just going to smash out a bit of circuit experience for now, just quickly, to try and make some cash up. I did a little bit before the start of the stream, mainly the tracks I don't like, so you didn't have to listen to me get angry at them, but I didn't anyway. It's actually a piece of piss to get the gold. To get all the golds.
It's almost too easy.
It is too easy, well and truly. My patch 1.17 is only downloading now. Disappointed seeing as I deliberately left it on power save mode last night because I knew the download was coming. Yeah, that sucks. It seems to be very inconsistent, Dominic.
I think a couple of people had that same issue though, didn't they? Shano's
heading to the Bend as well. Are you racing, Shano? You'll have to catch up with him, Ryan.
We've already spoken about that. He's working on Fraser Ross's dad's Mustang.
Fraser?
Yep.
Yep.
Fraser Ross.
Fraser, yeah.
It's Shano, you know?
Not to be confused with Fraser the TV show.
No.
So what's he working on?
Fraser Ross's dad's Mustang.
Oh, nice one.
Yes.
Just pit crewing?
No, you'll have to ask him that one. He is here, so I'm sure he could probably answer.
Don't know. You've been busy, have you? Well, that's okay. What is this?
Everyone gets busy from time to time.
I've been busy myself.
Yeah.
Had Ryan down over the weekend.
Causing quite the inconvenience for you, I'm sure.
Mate, you got no idea. Had to get the old double Lilo out and pump that up by foot. Did that myself, you know. Didn't even make the wife do that.
Well, that's nice of you, though. She was Probably pretty busy, I reckon.
Yeah, she had a bit on there.
Yeah. Just comes back to that team effort thing, though.
Teamwork makes the dream work, mate. Whoa, 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 get up, whoa! Okay. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Had to start the game to update, yeah. You hate this BMW? I really like the M6, actually. I've grown to like it after my little Bathurst race. It's got a pretty good front end and plenty of grunt, although they did nerf it for the BOP update, I think, last time.
I wonder if it's different now than when you did this test originally.
Oh, it would be, for sure. 100%.
Might be even easier now to do it than before.
Well, I definitely think it's easier, but in part... Oh, I nearly did it again, you know. Curb nearly caught me out twice. Your pit crewing doing all the fun stuff. Nice, Shano. I'd be happy to be over there doing that this weekend. Don't worry about that. So, you're on the tools, on the spanners?
I'll come and ask you all the hard questions.
Yeah, absolutely. The GR1 isn't good on the brakes. Yeah, I don't have to do the whole lap, Reverend Matty. I sort of, if I go along to the end, you'll see, spoiler alert, I've already done the lap. A lot of the tracks I've actually smashed on and did the gold medal lap, but just didn't do all those little segments and stuff like that.
For those that have been watching at home, you would have remembered that one of his earliest videos was of him doing that lap.
It was indeed. That was my early review of Gran Turismo.
Yep. Look at me go, actually watching videos and stuff.
I know. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. You really do support this channel sometimes, don't you?
That's the way, Shano. Any bits of something better than sitting at home.
Yeah.
Give me a non-dusty rag and I'll chamois the rear quarter.
Probably cook the barbecue, clean the windows and all the dust and dirt out. Hey, every little bit's important, mate. Everything's important. Andrew McGurkin the Jerkin, welcome to the stream. Great to have you here. What's all the buzz? What's the buzz, Ryan?
Probably a fan.
Yeah, probably. Is that irritating yet?
No. Doesn't irritate me.
Peter Neonet? Is that how I say? I'm just going to go Pit. What an accent. Isn't it quite the accent? I didn't mean to restart that. I restarted that, didn't I? Did not mean to. The Jerkin Gherkin.
Do you know how hard it is to drive without sound?
It's pretty hard, because my TV, ironically, hasn't been cutting out the screen lately, but the audio... because the way I do this stream, I have to have some earbuds through the PC, which is where I'm listening to you, and I've got my headset plugged into the TV itself, feeding the PlayStation sound to me, and that keeps cutting out fairly consistently.
That's awesome.
So I do kind of know what it's like to race with no audio, yeah.
I mean, my only problem is that, like, the remote is just, it's out of reach of my hand.
A bloody good accent, well, good to hear.
I just can't be bothered reaching over there to go and grab it and take it off mute.
Look, I get that. I can understand that. Can relate to it.
Bound to happen from time to time.
Oops. Doing these tests are a little bit harder when you're streaming and talking.
Nah, mate. It gives the added needed challenge.
It does add a bit of challenge, I do need, because last night I was destroying them.
Yeah.
Time to change your name to Andrew Jerkin the Gherkin McGurkin. McGurkin is Jerkin, that's what it should be. Constantly race with low or no sound because the wife hates GT. Get some earbuds, mate. Get some headphones, Piosco. Yeah. Get on that train.
Get the headphones cranking.
Am I practicing for the next Enduro? I'm actually not. I am trying to save up some cash at the moment by doing the circuit challenges because I never went through and did this. I know. Pro GT player and all. But I never went through and did these previously, so I'm doing them now because it's making me a lot of cash.
Even though you've just ticked over the mill, mate. That's all you need.
Your beauty. Hello from Massachusetts. Hi, Mike. How you going?
It's a long way away.
Massachusetts, yeah. It's not next door. Yeah, dropped it. Dropped it. I am definitely struggling. So, just to let you guys know, I did actually do a lot of this last night. I thought, pull your finger out, try and be a better YouTuber, and rather than sitting around with things like the circuit challenge and that just not even completed or touched, be a good YouTuber, get on and do it, make some cash, so when you start the stream, you got enough cash just to buy the new cars. And I did it whilst the server was down for server maintenance. And as it turns out, it doesn't save you progress. Because even though there's a reconnect button, once the servers went live and everyone was telling me, I tried to reconnect. Whoops. That was too hotty magotty. Still shitted in though by 1.8 seconds, but... yes, I did a lot of these tracks last night, but I couldn't save it. The only way I could actually get it to reconnect to the servers was by quitting the game, which meant I lost all of my progress along the way. But like each of these little segments, I'm making like 43 grand. It's pretty good cash. It's a lot faster cash than actually racing online.
What happens is you get first, second, and third prize money.
Oh right, so I'm getting a lot because I haven't done it before.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was weird because I'm like, hang on, it's telling me if I get gold, I get $20,000, but I'm getting 37 or whatever.
So you're getting the prize money for all three?
Yep.
Did you enjoy the weekend at the Supercars, Daniel? I certainly did. Hey Luca, welcome to the stream.
Hemulin says, don't buy the new Audi with your cash, Charlie.
Oh shit balls, I was concentrating. Why not? What's the go?
He says it's nothing special.
Hey QA.
I'd possibly say it's crap.
Wow, well, what do I buy? You know what I have wanted to buy ever since it came out?
What's that?
The Porsche LMP1 car.
I won it.
You son of a bitch. I've never won anything that isn't something I already own or crap.
Well, don't hold me to it, but I'm pretty sure I won it by doing what you're doing now.
Oh, nice.
I know you get the polyphony Nissan GTR pace car, safety car thing.
Yeah.
From getting all gold on this stuff.
Yeah, okay.
I can't remember exactly.
No notifications, Speedy? Damn YouTube. Damn you,
no,
YouTube.
I didn't get a notification either.
I'm just unimportant enough to send notifications out. That's just how it is. My name's Charlie Roscoe. I'm on YouTube and I'm not a big deal at all. Cool video. Ryan, how'd your drivers do in the end?
Yeah, well, I mean, Paul Dumbrell, who was in the blue and red version of my car, he's currently still sitting on the top of the championship. He got 2 wins over the weekend. Unfortunately, didn't manage to get the round win, but I'll take 2 wins anyway.
Yep, absolutely.
But Nathan Morecambe was the orange one, which got taken out by another car who just enjoys crashing.
He does enjoy crashing.
Whether it's you know a lack of ability, running out of talent, overconfident,
sprinkling of all of the above.
Yeah, or just trying his hardest and he's just not good enough to be there. I'm going to go with probably E, all the above.
And for the record, who was that?
Matt Charter.
Yeah. who got on Instagram today and cracked the shits with people.
Yeah, I saw that.
Had to laugh. Had to have a giggle.
Yeah.
He used to sim race with Brody Kostecki, who came third in the Super 2s. He's bloody quick. The Kostecki brothers don't mind smashing into people, though, I've got to say as well.
Yeah, that's literally what I was about to say. I saw him right there. I'm not going to doubt their speed, Shano. But yeah, they do love passing people with a bit of contact.
They do. That they do. Welcome, Bernie. Great to have you here. It's been a little while. It's good to get back into a stream. I've been pretty keen over the last few days to catch up with how everyone's going. Of course, I have been on Discord a bit lately. So it's been good to keep up with the convo and what's been happening on Discord. And oh shit, I don't think I've ever looped it in the carousel before. I normally run wide and hit the wall if I do anything wrong, but I actually looped it then. That's pretty special.
Something different.
I thought I'd try something different.
That's what we're here for.
We're certainly not here for good quality racing skill.
What's life if you keep doing the same thing over and over again?
Exactly right. I could do with it. Matt Charter could definitely do with some penalties.
Matt Charter could probably do with going back to the Kumo series.
Probably could, yeah.
But yeah, so Dom Story copped one of the Kostecki brothers in race 1, which was just great. Which that put him off after the hairpin in a spectacular way, which was really disappointing to see.
Was a little bit, yeah.
I was talking to the team owner yesterday, working on some things, and she's saying that all the cars need a little bit of love. This Morecambe's car is going to take a fair bit of work to get it back in one piece before Barbagallo in a couple of weeks.
I don't doubt that at all.
Benny says, what are your thoughts about the last F1 race? I will stick my hand up very high and say, haven't even seen it. But I know other people have.
Yeah, I watched the F1 and the MotoGP as well, both last night, because obviously they're on it in the middle of the night for me, so I had to record them both.
Yeah, I was watching the Blancpain last night.
I haven't watched that yet, but what are my thoughts on the Formula 1 race? What are my thoughts? Well,
I'll say this though, I do know who didn't win, and it doesn't really matter what else happened, because that's good enough for me.
it does help. It does help. Yeah, I think ultimately the Mercedes still had the best pace overall. But I believe with Lewis starting so far back, Bottas being a mediocre driver, and Vettel being good enough to make his soft compound tyres last longer than they really had any right to last, it was a good win by Ferrari in the end.
Yeah, I wouldn't go as far as saying that Kimi was an idiot for running over his own tyre person, Daniel.
Me either. He's only doing what he's instructed to do.
Yeah, they do a lot of practicing, and they know when they hit the deck, they're out of there. So that would be reflex / training, just kicking in sort of thing. If he's told to go, he goes.
Yeah.
Because, we're talking about 2-second pit stops, and if he's going to be like, oh, should I go yet? Are we good? No. Once you're told to go, you go, because that's what your job is. Bit unfortunate for old mate.
It was, but I don't think you could blame Kimi for that.
No, I don't blame Kimi at all. I'm not sure why the wheel didn't get changed, and to be totally honest, I reckon after watching the footage, he's probably kicking himself, maybe not kicking himself, because he had no business having his leg there anyway, I don't reckon.
Well, no, that's where they always stand. You have 3 blokes on a wheel. Where do you expect them to stand?
I know.
You've got one behind the wheel, one in front of the wheel, and one next to the wheel with a gun. They always stand there. The idea is they slap the wheel on, duck out of the way, but someone pushed the button or ignored the fact that the button hadn't lit up to let them know that they were ready to get out of the pit stop, and it dropped down. Kimi wasn't to know. Really, the person to blame is the person that allowed Kimi to be released and go. That's who should get the blame, not Kimi.
But at the end of the day, was it his fault? Because maybe his sole job is to look at the board, which is generally, it's got 4 little LEDs which light up once the gun registers that it's tight. So if all he is doing is looking at that board, looking for 4 little LEDs, clicks the button and off she goes. If that's what his job, then it's not his fault either, is it? Because he's seen that it's all done.
Well, yeah, if it came up all done, then I'd have to presume it was a gun failure that actually was part of the problem.
Yeah.
Didn't take the wheel nut off, and it gave a green light that it was all done.
Yeah, I did see that, Daniel, that he got a $50,000 penalty, which I
Who
think
did?
is a crock of crap. Kimi did.
Kimi got $50,000 penalty.
Yep.
How the hell can they find the driver for that?
I have no idea.
No, there you go. What is his PS said? It was Ferrari as a team that got the penalty.
Okay.
That's better. Kimi shouldn't be paying for that.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense because there's no way at all in any sense is that Kimi's fault. That's about as much sense as it was, Sebastian Vettel's fault.
Yeah. Yeah, see, stupid, I don't know that I agree with that. He shouldn't have stood in front of the wheel. He shifted in front of it. He always stands there. Watch all the pit stops. He stands exactly there in front of the wheel with his tyre as the guy behind the car takes the tyre off and swings it behind. He slaps the tyre on from in front, and as he does that in one motion, he actually goes backwards himself, moves out of the way, the car drops, and away you go. So, to get 2 second pit stops, you have to work brilliantly, and it does mean standing in front, but the cars obviously aren't supposed to be dropped and released whilst you're still standing there. And he's not going to react in time to get out of the way. Especially the big hefty blokes, they throw the rear wheels around in.
I'm currently going onto the YouTube to Google F1 pit stops because I just don't know that it's not something I've ever paid attention to before.
Well, the guy, as I say, 3 guys.
I know the positioning and everything of them. I just don't know whether they actually put their leg in front of them like that.
Yeah, well, certainly Ferrari stand in front of that tyre. I'd imagine all teams pretty much do.
Okay, so I just watched one of stuff. Don't mind me.
Oops, I was reading chat, not looking, but that's okay. Came in way too hot, I knew that. It's because I wasn't concentrating. My bad. Maybe it needs to go to a system where the person putting the new tyre on... Well... No, there needs to be something there. So the guy on the gun, who is the guy that actually finishes off putting the tyre on, he should manually have to push a button or flick a switch or do something to show...
The problem is, though, that if you have a manual system, that's going to add time to your pit stop.
Yes, but everyone will have the same... Oh, I've just fucked that up again. Everyone will have the same system, though. So everyone will be disadvantaged equally.
It's mandated. See, the thing is, like, and a lot of people don't really realise it, I'm sure you're probably aware, but those guns that they use, they're just like a casual $5,000 to $7,000 each.
Yeah.
Like, they're not just your average go and pick it up from bloody Total Tools or your local hardware store.
No.
These things are finely tuned and it's ridiculous money.
Oh, yeah.
So,
for a rattle gun, yeah.
For what it is. But yeah, it's an interesting one. The first pit stop I've just watched of Felipe Massa at Russia, where he did a pit stop. The front people at the wheel, the person who puts the wheel on, he steps fully behind the wheel. The people at the back, though, do not step in front of it. So I'll just go to the next pit stop and see what happens.
Yeah, it might be. I mean, that's obviously old footage. It might be I'm sure the teams work on it every year, different places to stand and everything like that.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I mean, when you're talking about 2 seconds for the last couple of years now, it's not going to have changed the method too much.
Oh, I disagree there. Find a quarter of a tenth here and there. That's all it takes. They would have boffins hired specifically to come up with new ways of doing the pit stop to try and save a tenth, 2 tenths, might do a 1.8 second stop. Formula One's not the kind of sport where they get something quick and go, oh, that's pretty quick. Let's just keep doing that forever.
I wish they'd do some bloody slow motion versions of these, because you can't really like it. It all happens so. And
it does, yeah.
That's the other thing as well that I find really interesting, is that they had a backwards facing camera on that side of the car, showing like that part to where he was.
I just want, yeah.
Like, what are the chances of that?
Yeah.
Oh, you've got yourself a little i3, mate.
Yeah, love it. Absolutely love it. How much money have I got? 1.3 mil. I'm not going to do this for too much longer. I'll do this. I'll just do Bathurst, and then I might go and buy a car. What car am I buying?
I don't know. According to Hemulin, you don't want to buy the the Audi car.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Hemulin, I definitely agree with you there.
I think Hemulin has nailed it with that little sentence.
Yep.
For sure.
It yeah, certainly makes sense, and it's much like plane crashes. You know, how many times do planes go up and come back down again, versus how many times is there actually an incident? Not very often.
Exactly. And yes, when the plane does go down, it's disastrous and upsetting and all the rest, but at the same time,
everyone gets on a plane the next day.
Yeah, it's one of those things that eventually something's going to give. It's the same in F1, exactly as Hemulin says.
Yep.
Thousands of pit stops are done with no incident at all. Every now and again something's going to happen, and when it does, it can be bad.
And Benny's making point of the fact that we've obviously had 4 bad pit stops already in this year. He said before, is that something we're going to see more of? I don't know if it will or not. I think at the end of the day, what errors basically come from trying to push harder.
They do. Always.
Trying to, mechanical failures, they only come from pushing the engine or a certain part to its limit and then going above. It's not because they're just trundling around and all of a sudden it broke.
No.
So it's the same with things like that. They're trying to find, because if you look at everything in Formula One, the opportunity to pass is so little that the opportunity to lose time in the pits is so big. So if you lose time in the pits, then that's like detrimental to your race. So
hey, Create Stuff, how are you, mate? And Kraz, sorry, keep going.
No, you're right, mate. So yeah, if you're going to be trying to find every little moment that you can, I think that's just what's going to cause more errors.
It is. The harder you push, the more risks you have to take to try and save time or what have you, and the risks increase. Yeah. But sometimes shit just happens. I feel bad for the guy. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be.
Oh yeah.
I'm not trying to be an arsehole to the guy who got his leg busted.
And let's all be realistic about that as well. Yeah, he got his leg busted, but I don't think he's going to be doing too bad for the next couple of months.
No, he'll be fine.
He'll be fine. He'll be well looked after. His pockets will be lined.
Workplace accidents happen all the time.
And to be honest, like the last time, when's the last time that you remember an actual pit lane incident? The last time I remember,
fuel refillers, really.
Well, yeah, that's going back a bit further than I was thinking. But the last time I remember a pit lane incident where someone was injured was Mark Webber going down the Nürburgring pit lane, and his wheel come off. Remember? And it went flying down and hit the camera guy.
It did, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that
one. But look at how long ago that was, and that's the last one I can remember. So, definitely agree with Hemulin. Few and far between, and I think what you'll see is a lot of people just stepping back, rethinking the way they do things.
Oh shit! That didn't break as well as I thought it would. That's one of those things. I mean, F1 is so obsessed with being a risk-adverse sport. That's why people aren't enjoying it at the moment. That's why people don't like the Halos and all the rest, because it's so risk-adverse. It's sucking the life out of it, and, you know, I just think if you overreact to every single incident that ever happens, you end up with the sport with just no soul left in it. I feel bad for the guy, but I don't think we need to change pit stop procedures.
Oh, look, the team, because every team has cameras above the pit stops, and they generally go across, much like Haas would have done after Melbourne. They would have gone across everything and worked out exactly what the problem was, and they'll do that the same with this. And if they believe that it was, you know, an error of the systems or anything, they're not going to change their pit lane, their pit stops, because of a potential problem that might happen.
Correct.
Andrew says, do you actually have your leg in front of the tyre normally? Well, that's something we were just talking about before. I did have a quick look, just quickly googled the F1 top 10 fastest pit stops of 2016. Of those 10, I watched probably about 6 of them. The rear wheel had the person putting the rear wheel on put their foot in front of the wheel. So it's obviously a thing.
Yeah.
It's just not something I've ever paid attention to before, so I didn't know.
Well, no, well, you wouldn't, would you?
Yeah. Well, it all happens so bloody quick anyway.
Right, well, that's enough money to go and buy a car, so what am I buying?
Jeez, you've rocketed up there pretty quickly though, mate.
Yeah, I did. Given that I started the evening with $240,000, I think.
Yeah. As for which car, you should probably buy that new muscle car thing.
So what do we got? The GR1 and the GRX.
A lot of people are saying to don't get the Audi.
That it's actually no good. Don't get the Audi VGT. What about the e-tron? Is the e-tron any good?
Because you got a fair few people in here who've obviously got a hell of a lot of money and they've just gone out and bought them both. So
yeah,
some of us don't have that privilege. I mean, I basically just jump on here and do liveries.
No,
so.
that's why I've started the stream with bloody circuit experiences.
Yeah. Even Stupid says the Audi isn't good.
Either of them. Okay, well,
I'd probably save your pennies on that one, mate.
Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Kind of wanted to get it just because it's new and shiny. You know what it's like. New update, new and shiny things.
You want to show the people, give the people what they want.
Exactly right. That's what I wanted to do. But
I get that, but I'm kind of getting the sense that you're probably just going to throw.
Everyone's kind of going, it's totally shit. Then maybe it's a bad idea.
Yeah, I probably would.
Hey Colin, how are you? And Northern Mudchuckers, definitely not good. Geez, a lot of votes against. I don't like GR1, don't know about the GRX. I've heard rumours that the new GT Sport Audi brakes very well. Do you have all the GR2 cars? I don't, James, no. I got, what have I got? 2 of them, I think.
You got the Nissan and the
Lexus, yeah.
Lexus.
I could buy that. I have been wanting the 919.
I'm literally just quickly Googling it because I'm pretty sure that I won it when I was doing so just give me 1 sec.
I feel like this is, you'd rather have Vegemite over the Audi. Hey, Vegemite's great. Are you going to keep on using the TCS assist? Just asking or what your take on it is. Depends what category I'm in. Most categories, no. It depends what car I'm in. I'm not sure. Depends what sort of tickles me at the time, I suppose. Can vouch for the 919. 1.5 million, I got 1.7, buy it. You might as well buy the 919. Everyone's voted the 919.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with the sentiment. I swear I won the 919 by doing the track experience things, the circuit experience. But I'm probably wrong.
I think it's random, isn't it? Seems like a pretty big deal car to sort of give away with the circuit experience gold, given every other car I've got's been a road car.
Yeah, but everyone that got all gold on everything should have got the I think it's the Lamborghini Centurino thingo, which is obviously just sell that shit straight away.
Yeah.
And the R34 Polyphony safety car from a couple of years back.
I'm going to buy it. Everyone's voting for the 919.
Yeah, do it. It's your money. I don't care.
And this is the people's stream. I want to support the people that are supporting me. 24 wonderful people have hit like. 53 people are currently watching me. Wonderful people. A good proportion of them have voted that I buy the 919. So I've done it. I have done it.
Which one did you buy though? Did you support Australia?
Number 2, mate.
Oh.
Number 2.
That's unlucky.
Didn't want to be number 1.
No?
No.
Didn't want to support Mark Webber and his championship winning car?
Well, he's not there anymore, so it's fine. Support the underdog, that's what I did.
Well, the underdog actually went on to win the next year, so...
Yeah, well, that's true, yeah.
As they generally do.
Now, unfortunately, the dailies are not particularly great.
But you're not interested in a Group B, mate?
Not that interested, no. But GR4 at Interlagos is fine. I enjoy Interlagos as much as the next guy. I haven't tried the M3 Sport Evolution, though.
The old girl?
Yeah.
200 grand for that thing.
Can I use it anyway, because it's a daily?
I don't know.
Yeah, car type. Specially provided car.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
Thanks to the Adam PS4. Was that to me? No worries.
I can't help but think that 200 grand's probably a bit rich for that car, though.
Yeah, I agree. Here we go, the Jet Black. Amish, welcome, by the way. First time I've seen a rally daily race. Is that actually a rally track, though? Or is it just the rally cars on a circuit? That's the point. If it's actually on a rally track, I couldn't agree with you more, Jack. How the hell are the penalties going to work? I could even use the old gear stick, couldn't I? Wind my way through the gears.
Yeah, but I think every time I see rally, I just go back to your original sentiment. It's like, if I want to play rally, I'll just play dirt.
Oh, I'm not on rally. I'm on the one making the BMW.
Yeah, I know, but like...
Yeah, but I agree. Rally is just shite in this game. It's not good. It's not a rally track. Okay, George. So that's... But welcome to the stream, by the way. But that's good. That is good. Oh, I have to get used to the actual... because I've been in GR3 cars, and every time I go back to a road car or even a GR4 car, I forget that they don't perform quite as well.
As anything? Yeah.
As anything with the GR3 next to it.
Good luck, Shano.
Gotta go do some V8 practice. Yeah, good luck, Shano. Thanks for stopping by as well. Oh, she's tiny, little girl. For a little straight car. Doesn't take much to kick it out sideways. But we'll do some practice laps.
You will, Shano. I'll be there probably about 11, 12 o'clock on Saturday. I'll message you.
Wow, wow, okay. That, I'm going to switch it over to the old gear shifter.
I guess that's one way to do it.
Just have a bit of a play. He's a little bit taily though. Don't really know why I stayed away from the Apex there.
Allergic?
Yeah, what did I say? I was reading and talking at the same time. I wasn't really listening to myself, if I'm going to be honest with you. Stop getting sideways, please. The Logitech gear selector's not great.
I'll tell you what is.
The Fanatec one? Yep. It's quite good with it. Sometimes it's just nice in these older slow cars.
You just got to slow your brain down.
You do.
It's like, I think we're playing Assetto Corsa, and we were like trying to drive the street cars after racing the normal cars for ages. We were like, this is bullshit. How the hell are you even supposed to do this? But then, like, once we actually decided we will slow the cars down, and it was actually a lot of fun.
It was.
Like, not trying to go into a turn at 150 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, and that's the problem. If you overdrive these things, they just don't respond well at all.
Much like if you took your own car out there.
Yeah, and tried to drive it like it was a GT3 car. Oh, I felt like I got a good launch onto the straight. I'll actually drop back. Betty, you're here, stop worrying. Well, thank God for that. Thank God you're here.
We were starting to worry, that's for sure.
I was panicking, yeah.
I mean, next thing you know, Sergeant Hamster's going to turn up like before we actually leave.
About to say, Sarge made a bit of a habit there. He was on a hat trick. Oh, and she is gone. Just let go of the steering wheel and went for it. Delivery King. Apex is lava, Chris. You're right. Oops, so's first gear. I might, in preparation for an actual race, I might switch it back over to the paddles now, which is obviously quicker. So, good grief, there was some motorsport on the weekend.
Yeah, nothing else on the week before though.
No, it's not it's some of FIA's best planning.
But they are following it up though with the third round of Formula 1 this weekend.
Yes, that they are. At China, which means it's on at a decent time for me to watch.
Yep. But I'll be in Adelaide, so I won't end up watching it anyway.
That's not like you in Formula 1, mate. Normally I can't peel you away from Formula 1.
Yeah, tell me about it. Like, I didn't even record it.
MotoGP was a good, interesting race, though. It was pretty crazy actually, I'm not going to lie to you. It's worth a watch even if you're not much of a bike guy. Oh, far out, the exit of that turn. I'm going backwards here. Well, I'm not, I'm just getting consistent. 57 nines and a 58 0. It seems to be... I'd love to get in the 50. I really should be in about the 55s, I would have thought. Or 50s, yeah, 55 somewhere.
Eric, we're having this debate before, and apparently the consensus is don't buy the Audi.
I've done it again. Just losing. There's 3/10 lost since exiting that corner.
As Jupiter Ace has just said.
What's that?
Eric says, should he get the GR1 or the GRX version of the Audi?
And the answer was neither.
And I said the consensus was that don't buy either. And then Jupiter Aces said that exact same thing at exactly the same time.
Just half throttle. Half throttle, let go of the wheel. It has some fun. Full throttle, actually, in the end. Let it return to normal. So what is?
I don't know that the CSL Elite was the best steering wheel. I think that was like the entry-level Fanatec stuff. Unless you're talking about the Club Sport.
You've saved your credits. Porsche or the Big Eddy. I actually don't have the Big Eddy GR1. Well, I only had really the Mazda and a couple of other crappy cars. Right, it's time to find some time here. Time to find some time, pull my finger out and get serious about this. Too early on the throttle. It's the camber of that turn as well, I think, that throws you out. I think the CSL Elite is probably the best PS4 compatible wheel. Oh man, still in the 57s.
Is the Club Sport wheel not compatible? Because I tell you what, if you spent that sort of money on the Fanatec Club Sport wheel and it wasn't compatible, you'd be pissed. Because ideally that's what I'd like, but I don't use it often enough to justify it.
Well, you've already got two steering wheels you won't plug in, so...
Well, one of them's already plugged in, but it's not plugged into the PlayStation. Okay. So apparently the Club Sport's not available for PlayStation, even after that new patch. Because they had that patch where they fixed it all.
Yeah, they added Fanatec support, I thought.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking, Lim.
I not fast enough here?
Not paying enough attention.
Maybe a little bit of that. I think you need the drive hub adapter to use a club sport in PS4. Motion steering on the controller is the best wheel. I don't know if it's the best wheel, actually. I don't think it's a very good wheel at all, but it is a good controller option. Ah, yeah, okay. So 54 might be a pretty big ask given the quickest guy. The second quickest guy on the board has only got a 55.3. So to aim for 54s, I reckon I'm probably maybe... In fact, a 56 flat will get me on the top 10 leaderboard, so... Yeah.
57's about right then.
Yeah, I reckon to aim for a 54 or 55, I'm probably setting some unrealistic expectations on myself.
That's pretty crap, Ambulon. If they didn't... Because if I'd spent that sort of money to go and buy a Club Sport wheel, then I'd be pretty pissed if I couldn't use it.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I mean, fair enough. If they're not going to supply any Fanatec support, you'd be like, okay, fine. But to spend that much money and not get support, but they're giving support to the lower stuff, I'd be pretty pissed. That's a lot of money to spend.
Absolutely it is.
Don't you worry, guys. The Fanatec problems will come. I know.
Well, that's a bit unfortunate. Feels weird, but after the first few races, it's quite smooth. Are you talking about the motion control? It is. My main issue was fatigue on your arms. But maybe that's just something you would get used to over time. I presume it's something you'd get used to over time.
No, I don't reckon.
You don't reckon you would?
That's having your arm up in the air for that long.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if you were doing a 20-lap race. Stuff that, I reckon.
I've had a brainwave. I could put my tablet next to me and read the chat off that, couldn't I?
You probably could do that.
Wonder how to make... Can you make chat go full screen so I don't have to watch the actual stream?
Don't know.
Don't know, but it's a handy way to check without having to try and read the monitor, which is 4 miles over there. Good thing my eyesight's good. Hashtag. Hashtag, hashtag. Good eyesight.
Well, I just clicked a button on the chat thing and it just comes up with a blank box. It opens up with a big black blank box. That doesn't... Oh yeah, there's a... So if you click on the vertical 3 dots, it's got a pop-out chat.
Nope. Not on tablet, it doesn't.
It's unlucky for you then, mate.
Isn't that? On the other hand, there is some PD, phonetic partnership going on. Some good phonetic support is for GTS in the near future. Yeah, that'd be cool. There's not many people racing this. There never is in the one make series. But the sweaty tryhards are always here. That's the worst thing. Yeah. So you end up being up against the sweaty tryhards.
You are the slowest Australian B2 dubs.
Yeah, mate, no one needs that kind of negativity in here. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I guess we can assume some... Yeah, I've read that.
You did read that, mate.
It doesn't ache if you lie on a bed and use your elbows as pivots to steer.
Yeah, but then...
that'd be weird lying on your guts for a couple of hours.
I was going to say, your arms might not be a problem, but what about your back and your neck?
Yeah. Think positive. Say stupid's got it.
He's got it all.
He knows what's going on. Plenty of spots to make up. There is plenty of spots. Let's hope my racecraft is better than my actual sheer pace, because apparently I'm up against some pretty quick guys. Everyone in the 56s, I think, is doing a fairly good job. Old Far Q Racing. I've been up against him before. I think the Club Sport wheel works with Xbox because Xbox basically runs on a Windows and PS runs on a Linux-based software.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yep.
The maths check out on that one.
Do you know what stupid is instilled in my brain now? Every single time I see him comments on anything, doesn't matter what it is.
Who?
Stupid Lupin.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what he says, anything like that. All it does is straight away I go and check how many people are watching and how many likes there is, and I can't help but notice there's a deficit of about 24 at the moment.
A 24 what? Oh, the ratio.
24 likes on this stream, mate.
Oh, right.
We could probably hit that like button.
We could get more than 24 likes.
Yeah. Unless you don't like it, of course.
Well, yeah.
If you do like it, there is that like button.
Right,
if you really like it and you feel like seeing more of it, there's a subscribe button too.
Oh, there is. There is.
Yeah.
Let's see what lap I can spin on. I've got 8 laps to do here.
I reckon you're going to do it on lap 2.
Lap 2. Oh, we've got a dive bomber. He's got away with it. I don't like that he got away with that. Oops. Jeez, I tell you what, if you hit that curb, you really are in strife. I really don't like that he got away with that sort of late braking manoeuvre.
Yeah, they're good like that.
I'm actually taking it a bit easy off the line here. It's not ideal. I've only got a half a second lead.
Sweet Chris says you're going to spin on lap 5.
5, so we've got a 2, we've got a 5.
Fiasco subscribed twice.
Oh, don't worry about it. I've just forgotten to brake and I'm now last.
Ew.
Yeah. Yes, I'm probably not having a very good first race. That seems unusual for my stream.
Very unusual.
Generally, the first race is supreme. Why am I so shit on the brakes all of a sudden?
Trying too hard, mate. Remember what we were talking about before? Just ease off, get it done.
I'm actually, like, not braking hard enough is the problem. And I've really just dropped to last. Having a shocker.
Barry Crocker.
Fuck you, did go around though. See if I can actually try and recover a little bit and find some pace. Ugh. Dog's dinner of that. I was just catching up to him as well. Just can't seem to get any grip in the rear end of this thing. Every time I look at the throttle pedal, she kicks out on me.
Stop looking at it then. What do you put on it?
Well, that's taken a big chunk of time to catch up to him, so that's good. Just to sort of re-caught back up to the pack now. See if I can actually start finding some pace. Still major oversteer problems. It's the oversteer that's getting me because it's out of the corners is where I'm losing contact with everyone.
Maybe just bump up that TC one.
Oh, that is... I'm going to be taking a big penalty, I'd imagine, for that. I did feel like I was legitimately up the inside, which he then closed, and I didn't get a penalty, so okay.
It's not the right attitude, Piasco. You got to get in there and get it done.
What did Piasco say?
He says, I've gotten to the point where in GT I'm actually too scared to join races. I'm scared I'm going to lose ratings, get penalties. Can't relax.
Does get a bit like that. Adds to the tension. But surely that little corner restored a little bit of faith for you, because I was legitimately up the inside, but because we had a few contacts...
I was mildly surprised.
I thought for sure I would end up with like a 10-second penalty. Do you remember where I qualified?
Last Australian?
What?
Last Australian.
I admit that I went in rather hot to that corner. I admit that.
At least you can admit it, mate.
Well, at least I've overtaken a few spots to get back to 7th. And I'm back in the 57s, which is all my qualifying was. Gained a big chunk of time back there. But I'm running out of laps, unfortunately. Thought for sure I was going to barrel into him then. Had to take evasive action. I'm afraid, as it's the last lap, I don't think there's going to be much room here for heroics. I'm not going to finish last Australian though, Ryan.
That's fine, mate. That's all you can ask for, really. Old mate behind you, though, has done the fastest lap of the race, so...
I actually had a run on. I could have pinched 6th place then, but because I had to keep it shallow and try and get on the throttle hard, it just immediately threw that arse end out. It's pretty oversteery, actually. It is pretty oversteery. So 2nd Australian and 7th place, so mid-pack. Which is really where I started, but I feel like I've got a bit more of a handle on it now. If I win again, I reckon I'd do better, for sure.
Yeah, so you lost one spot then.
I did, and I would imagine I took a hit to my DR rating.
Probs.
I would imagine. I'd really like that to go away. There we go. You've been hovering around 2,000 points short of going back to a DRS for a week now. Seems to gain a bit, then lose a bit, and end up around the same place. So, going back to a DR of S, isn't that the top? Or do you mean you're just under it? I am still A, so that's good. That's a good sign. But definitely some improvements were made there. Go and have a look at what this is. Pretty sure it's Brands Hatch in the GR4, which I'd be happy.
I think that's what it was. It wasn't Brands Hatch though. It was Interlagos. Oh, hang on.
Manufacturers. You're on a bit of a delay there.
Yeah,
Yep. Blue is a flavour of the month with the blue M4 and a blue M6.
Now you get to watch that video again.
Oh, I do. I love this. This is my favourite video on Gran Turismo, and I'd be really pissed off if I couldn't skip it. If I could skip it, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm glad that it doesn't allow me to do that. How come I got a notification that I went live? I've never ever got a notification to say that I've gone live. But I've gone right now.
Dom, I didn't watch the BTCC. What I did see though was Matt Neal in the sand, so that made me happy.
If you have full 99 SR, one bad race drops you to like 89, which isn't far from an A rating. Oh, okay. I've been S for a long time. I'd hate to drop down to a SR of A again.
Ugh. Don't go A. Down with the plebs.
Yeah, down with the street scum.
The bloody peasants. I'm DS. That's what my rating is, mate.
DS.
Yeah.
I'd love to get to SS. I sort of feel like from now on I should be taking this game slightly more seriously and actually trying to get a little bit sweatier about it. So at least I'm SR and DRS.
Before you start that race, you can actually add your livery onto that car if you want.
I've got to come back out and actually join it, because I've got 15 minutes of practice before.
Ah, yes.
So I've got some time.
We'll most likely forget, but that's okay. Doesn't really matter.
It was sopping wet, not many overtakes, but it was cool. What was this in? I missed it.
The British touring cars were at...
oh, yeah.
Brands Hatch on the weekend. And Matt Neal was in the sand. And that's all I need to see. I've seen a good weekend of racing at British touring cars if Matt Neal is in the sand.
Yeah. So DavTech is the quickest with the 130, and it's a 127 overall in the 4C.
I would like him to. We haven't seen him for a while.
Been a while.
Been a while.
Been a long while. Hey, Hot Streak, what's going on, man? None tonight, mate. None tonight. I forgot how to speak for a second. I was saying no in French. Though. No.
That's okay.
That's okay, though.
We enjoy every single one that comes through.
I just appreciate anyone that stops by for a look. That's all I ever ask for. And if you're having a good time, then obviously feel free to leave a like.
If you really like how it's going, hit that subscribe button.
That's it.
If you think that you like what's happening, by all means, pipe up, say hello. Because we enjoy a bit of banter.
That's what it's all about. Well, this car... Yeah. Just need to adjust my brain for a second. Just give me a lap.
Yeah, I was going to say, that'll wrap your head around it for a second, mate.
I've already forgotten what the good times were.
It was a 36. It's alright, it's alright, Hot Streak. We're not too worried.
Nah, it's all good, man. It's all good.
You got to also think, like, it is actually hard-earned money that people
absolutely
in, so it's greatly appreciated every single time, but it's definitely not expected.
Never expected.
So yeah, If it happens, it happens, and we'll celebrate. If not, we're still here for a party.
Oh yeah, we're here for a good time. Oh, that was close to the grass. Maybe I should have picked Brands Hatch as one of the circuit experiences I did.
Get a couple of laps up.
Yeah.
Problem is, it would have been in a GR3 car or something.
It would have been.
And then you would have been like, oh, where's all my power?
Yep, pretty much. Too much oversteer on that one. Hey, Speedy Chicken, what's going on, man? Surprised to not see your name at the top of the friends leaderboards for the last couple of tracks I've been at. Actually got a much worse run through that corner. I think I was at like 5 or 6 tenths up. Now down to 3 tenths. I was terrible through there. Such a great car, and I did see that this actually got a little bit of a boost in this patch's BOP, the M4, and you love to see it because it's probably my favourite GR4 car. That was a horrible turn there. Look at that, that's 2 tenths, 3 tenths gone. Hey, Hottie. Scotty too Hottie. God damn. How has the fastest person got a 27? That's ridiculous. I suppose the top of the leaderboards are always the people who just sit here doing this stuff all day, every day.
That's pretty full on though, considering that a GT3's actual lap record time would be around a 23.
Yeah. Got a small nerf here, Milan. I actually thought it got a little boost, didn't it? Maybe I just got it wrong. Maybe they did get a nerf.
Look, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, me either. Not even remotely surprised. Nearly 2k subs, a hot streak, you're right. Getting awfully close now. Which is friggin' amazing, to be honest with you. Far more than I ever expected to get. But, no, very happy, very happy. Got a great bunch of people that regularly turn up to my streams. So life is good. YouTube life is good.
Whilst we're on the topic, can confirm that chicken that we ate the other night was bloody delicious.
It was. What a chicken that was, so...
Yeah,
I actually didn't share those pictures anywhere except Discord, so I did mean to sort of put the series of them up on Facebook for those of you who aren't on Discord, but I actually didn't get around to it. It's wide through there. Wide and rubbish, laid on the throttle. A few of you are going to jump on GT, gets you all up and about. Why did I turn in so early? The hell was I even doing there? I'm trying to read the chat. Good going. 3 more seconds. Wait, yeah, tell me about it. How the hell do I find 3 seconds? That's my question. Like, I'm going to have to get real good real fast. I'm going to need 32cc of sweat stat.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a bit, isn't it? Cock up that turn again. I think I'm getting the line through there wrong. Whoa! Don't even worry about that. Trying to go a little bit slower into the corners and faster out, but all I'm really doing is creating a whole bunch of oversteer for myself to deal with. What the hell did PD decide for the GRB race? 4 Sport Stiffs SS on a rally car, what? Hey? Might have to have a bit of a look. Can't see what craziness they came up with now. It's a better way to take that turn. Alright, let's go again. Now, I can't really change car because this is the manufacturer's cup.
Yep, you're stuck now.
It's alright if I do another manufacturer's later in the week. And it's a GR3 race, I'll be pretty happy I went in BMW. And not Alfa Romeo. What's Piosco confused about? I'll have to go back up and have a look. Cock that up. Didn't turn anywhere near early enough. Got a 1% boost. Power ratio 98 to 99% for the GR4. Yes, I did get a little boost. Nice. That's what I thought I saw. That's what I thought.
Mm. You know, I just missed out on gold on this thing. On my first attempt at doing it by 0.019.
You're doing circuit experience?
Yeah, there's a couple I haven't done. I need to get some coin.
Yeah.
So. I was watching a little video on the Facebook, you know, they pop up with them little videos anyway.
Yeah.
And it was a clip of the porn stars, the not actual porn as in sex porn stars, but the selling of goods in stores thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, those ones. And someone came in with these 2 old guns, like from the 1860s or something. And they're trying to sell them. as they were describing what they were like and everything, they said if you had one of these little guns, it was like a palm fist, and it was very popular in card players. So like if you played poker or something, you'd have it. Yeah, I'm thinking, Jesus, what a hostile environment. I'm just playing cards with one hand, I've got a gun in the other just in case someone pisses me off.
Yeah.
But yeah, so...
Was it in America?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
So
America.
America, yeah.
America. Gotta have a gun on you.
Exactly, at all times.
Yeah.
But anyway, so it was considered that if you had one of these guns, you were considered heavily armed in its day.
Oh.
Heavily armed, he says. Which he then he follows that up by saying that in modern terms it's probably about as powerful as a Nerf gun. Like if you got hit with a Nerf gun.
Right.
And I just thought, okay, so rewind back to the day when you actually shot someone with this little thing back whilst you're playing cards because you pulled out a royal flush and you had a 2-pair. What's going to happen there? I mean, you're just going to shoot him, it's going to bounce off his head and he's going to look at you pretty pissed off, isn't he?
Yeah, I feel like that is going to be a hyperbolic exaggeration. Because a Nerf gun is just not powerful at all.
Yeah. Can't say I've actually been shot with a Nerf gun in a very, very long time, so I don't really remember.
Well, it hasn't been as long for me as I'd care to admit. I'm not getting any faster, I'm actually just getting slower.
Is he not paying attention?
I feel like I'm at school and you're my teacher. You could be so much better if you just paid attention. Well, I'm trying to talk with my mates. I don't have time for your shit.
Yeah, Jules, they've always got a bloody mate for everything, don't they? Someone's brought in this really rare thing. I don't actually even know what it's called, but I've got a mate who knows exactly what that's going to be about. How do you know how to call him then? If you don't know what it is, how's he going to know? Bloody stupid people. But I digress. Racing. Cars and stuff.
All the cars in Gran Turismo and all that jazz.
Funny thing about Jazz... No, I don't have a story about Jazz. Other than the fact that my pop, who's actually called Bruce Lee, used to play a double bass back in his day.
A double bass.
Get on around it. In an old band.
Am I at least on 30.6? I was thinking no, Speedy, at this stage. I reckon I'll run out of time given it's 10 o'clock already. Am I at least on top of the... no, friggin' Speedy Chicken. Every damn friggin' time. And I'm actually behind DavTech anyway, it's at 30 flat. So I've got pace. I need to find some pace. Speedy's back in the RCF though, so I don't follow the meta, if you will. That's one thing I don't do and never have done. I think it's to my own detriment. I don't sort of follow that meta, the best car of the patch sort of thing. I just kind of drive what I enjoy driving. But as I say, I think it is often to my own detriment.
Yeah, well, you would certainly assume that if cars are better or whatever, that you just shoot yourself in the foot.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, DavTech has done a 130 in a Corvette.
That is right.
And that's like, it's only a couple of tenths off an RCF anyway, so there's not that much of a difference. And the fact that you're only 1 second off Speedy to start with anyway.
It was longer than 4 minutes, wasn't it, Hamilton? Didn't I just say 12 minutes?
Wasn't it 15 like 10 minutes ago? Like, you said 15 minutes before you started doing all those laps.
I don't know. Thought I just saw 12. No, he thought it was the C race, whereas it's the FIA race.
Yeah, right.
Come on, game, load.
How many people you reckon heard the name and wanted to fight? Look, to be totally honest, I've never heard the word Bruce Lee and thought I want to fight that guy. Because I reckon the first thing that comes to my head is I'm going to get my ass kicked.
I actually want to get all info on. Go back to the start, get rid of that. Yeah, no, I'm just going to stick on the bonnet. I hate that there's no bonnet view. It's just really the in-front view. But I'm going to go back, get rid of this and actually just pay attention to this lap. Doesn't look super good through turn 1, but he does it in 4th. This car does look handy here, the 4C. Third gear there. Runs up quite a higher than I've been running up. It just really flicks the arse end in there. He does have counter steer assist on though. Something I'm not running. I think most of the top players do have counter steer assist on.
How can you tell?
Because it's down the assists, you can see that headlights are off, TCS is off, ABS
Gotcha.
is on, but the top right hand corner is steering or counter steer assist. And he's on pad as well. You can tell he's on pad because it's not smooth movements at all. Doesn't look that smooth, it's mainly just how hard he's getting on the gas. That's really what's doing it, and I reckon that counter steer assist is making a big difference there.
Because that throttle input, the turning input is definitely, that's definitely 100,000% not a steering wheel.
No, yeah, for sure, it's a controller.
Yeah.
27.8. Just didn't look that amazing, really. Oh, that was manufacturer's on a van.
Jules, I reckon I could probably beat my pop now. I don't think I'd want to though. On account of, you know, he's like 70 something, he's had 4 heart attacks in his life. It'd probably scare him just by shaping up. He's an alright bloke, I won't fight him.
Thought the Toyota Super Special was coming out, Dom. I think everyone did. But actually, I feel like maybe that was later in April. Wasn't that the 20th of April or something like that?
Could be a thing, and, you know, by the looks of it, Audi certainly wanted to make a bit of an event of this launch.
They did. That they did.
They wouldn't want to be sharing that limelight with anything else. Just imagine that, launching it with a car and then be like, oh, it's the new Audi and the Toyota Supra. No, don't talk about that.
Just out of interest, and just entertain me for a second. Let's go and turn this thing on. Counter steer assist. Just to see what it does. I've never used it before.
Well, do you know what it does? It helps with the counter steer.
See if it makes much difference to my lap time.
Bang, 27.
I would laugh.
Would you though? Like, knowing that this entire time you've been racing and you could have been 3 seconds faster?
Testing him out a bit too hard then. I wouldn't mind just trying a few laps. just to see if I can get any improvement. It actually hasn't been a very good lap, so I'm not too worried about the time on this one, but...
Do you know what I've just realised out of all this? I've been racing on controller for ages now. Not once have I been using counter steer assist.
Yeah, well, I've never used it either. And I kind of, you sort of start to think, well, am I really just doing myself out of decent times?
Because do you know what that excuse is? That's Lance Armstrong's excuse.
Yeah.
I had to do the drugs because that's what everyone else was doing.
Yes, we will see. It might make absolutely no difference whatsoever. As I say, I've never used it before, so I don't really know what to expect in terms of lap time improvements. I need to actually focus on getting the lap right as well. Would help a little bit. Well, I did just set my quickest ever lap. But I feel like you get more benefit out of it on a car that had a bit more grunt but suffered a lot of oversteer. Whereas this car doesn't suffer a lot of oversteer. I think that's perhaps why the 4C is such a good choice here. Again, when you do shitty things, it doesn't really help your cause.
He's in the M4 GR4.
Cock that lap up, but we'll try again. We will try again. Got 4 minutes to go before go time. It's not sort of finding me massive chunks of time, really, is it?
No.
To be perfectly honest, why do I keep turning in so late for that? I don't understand what's going on with my brain. I think I broke it. Thing looks like a target next to the turbo boost. Might be one of those assists that only really helps you out if you're on a controller and not so much on a wheel.
Maybe. It's probably nerfed that way. Oh, would you look at that? I just fucking won a bloody BMW M6 GT3 car.
Nice one.
Yeah, it'd be nice if, you know, I didn't already own it. What are you gonna do, I guess?
I believe you will be as good without it. I actually agree with you, Benny. I'm not feeling any real benefit to it at all. I think that lap time that I got was more so a good lap time just because I got the lap right. More so than anything a counter assist is doing. I just don't really feel it much. Yeah. That's why I'm wondering if it's something more so aimed at controllers than steering wheels.
Not to mention that you've done a 30.3. What lap could you have done if you'd actually persevered and just continued lapping around without it?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I feel like that 30.3 came primarily because I just did a decent lap as opposed to any advantage from counter steering assist.
Yeah, I'm with you, Jack. Expectations definitely going to be high.
Why is that?
Because you've practiced.
No, you got to lower your expectations. Have you not been to one of my streams before?
No. But generally, you don't necessarily do any of this practice stuff.
It's a new direction I'm going in.
Alright, well I just got $1 million and then straight away spent it all.
That's pretty much what I did.
Yep. Well, you had 1.5 though.
Actually just cocked up the last turn, which wasn't great. Just a 30.7, so 30.3 is going to be the quickest time I go into it with. But, yeah, to be honest, bit of a new direction I'm taking for the channel. I kind of feel like at this point, this far through the actual game, this far through the game itself, I should probably be better than I am. I should have a higher SR.
Or maybe just better at racing.
Yeah, or maybe I just should figure out how to not be so terrible at racing games. Just saying, not making a big deal out of that. Just sort of saying. I must be nearing maximum mileage points as well. I never spend those things. Race will start in 13 seconds, so at 130.3 I still couldn't get above DavTech, and I couldn't catch Speedy either. You do sometimes wonder if I'm just better off using a controller. Lol.
I'm using a controller and you're still faster than me, so...
Yeah. I reckon I probably will see you in there, Speedy.
As George says, though, you don't race every day.
You're damn right I don't. This is the first time I've raced since...
Would have been last stream.
Thursday last week?
Thursday, yeah.
Yeah, Thursday last week, I reckon. And I really don't. I probably race Gran Turismo Sport 2 to 3 times a week, I'd suggest. Mainly on stream. It's safe to say, if I'm playing Gran Turismo, I'm live streaming it.
Yep.
Very, very seldomly do I... Well, basically, I don't ever play this game without... I'm not in with Speedy, though, which is cool. But my time is only fast enough for 9th, providing that they've stacked us based on the times we do, even though they hide the times. So 9th, I suppose that's top 10. That's probably not too bad. It's not terrible. Maybe my racecraft will be okay. We'll see how a one-shot quality lap goes. You were with all the bloody top 10. Well, Speedy, you kind of deserve that, mate.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we'll say that in a nicer way. You've earned that.
You have earned that. They stack you based on DR. Yeah, well, you've got a DR of S. But, yeah, getting back to what I was saying before, obviously I do only race this game probably 2 to 3 times a week. With no practice away from streams and stuff. It does affect me a little bit, but I think on top of that as well, my stats aren't as good as they should be, because a lot of the time I jump into a stream and I'll check, you know, there might be a nice race at Brands Hatch in the GR4 like now, but there'll only be 6 minutes to go before the start of the race. I've done no practice, no laps around Brands Hatch for a week and a half, and I'll just kind of jump in, talk my way through 2 practice laps, and then race. I think it kind of affects my ability a little bit.
Oh, for sure.
And I kind of think, well, maybe I should be spending a little bit more time practicing, trying to get a little bit better, and push for that DRS.
Thrown in.
Yeah.
Getting in earlier this evening so we get some laps down so you can afford to buy a car that we didn't end up buying, but we got there.
That's what I'm going for. So I'd really like to push that DR up towards S. All the Lonatron is here. Well, you know what? I'm going to go well now. That's probably going to be at podium now that the Tron has arrived. What's the points column for? So Sunday night, not last night, but Sunday night was actually round 1 of this week's FIA Manufacturer Series. So tonight is round 2. I'm almost certain I won't do round 3 tomorrow night. We'll see how we go Thursday night. But I am teeing up. I want to arrange a week sometime, and I'm not sure when, which is another reason why I really want to start putting in a bit more consistent practice and stuff like that, trying to get a little bit better, take it a bit more seriously, and then maybe one week have an actual genuine crack at trying to get in the top 24, because I've never done that, and I want to start ticking off all the boxes. So I want to go through, get all the circuit experiences up to date, because I hadn't touched them since I got the game, so I want to get them sorted. My license tests all gold, things like that. Just get all that sort of stuff squared away. This is such a small track. You really got to try and find the right window to go out for quali here. And keep an eye on where most of the pack is. And there's a lot more people starting to dribble out now. So back in the day when this first started, everyone would pile out. And I could just sort of sit here and about. Now I'd be comfortable to go, but...
They've all seen your video, mate.
Must have done. So we're about halfway through the track. I think I'm going to need to go soon, or those leaders. I run the risk of the leaders getting a bit too close to me. I wish that guy didn't just leave. Okay, I'm going. Well, I think that was a new subscriber come through. See if I can catch that as I pull out of the pits. It was. Carlos, thank you very much for the subscription, my friend. Appreciate that. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream. And I've got a few likes there. Got up to 47, so thanks very much to those of you who have hit like. Just a show of appreciation that you're enjoying what you're watching.
It's good to see.
It's good to see. Let me just quickly pause that. I've got a bit of a gap out here, which is nice. Oh, I was reading the chat. Okay. I want to make sure the leader is not coming too close. I just sometimes wish they would split up the nations and manufacturers into DR. Well, I think it is, isn't it? Because of the points difference, it doesn't give me... I'll have to get back to that comment. So I'm only really going to have time for probably 3 flying laps.
I just sometimes wish they would split up the nations and manu FIAs into DR, because of the points difference. It doesn't give me down a DRB a lot of incentive. Oh, okay, so it doesn't give him as a DRB a lot of incentive to do it.
Ah, right.
Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. If you're going to get stacked against DRAs and such, you're pretty much bound to lose. And
yeah, it does make it hard.
You don't really want to invest your time. But at the same time, you know, if you're an up-and-comer and you're decent, the only way you're going to get better is by racing the better guys. So it's like a 50-50 sort of thing. But you concentrate on these laps, mate.
Yeah, mate, trying to. I'll probably have a little bit of radio. I'm probably not going to be that talkative over the next 5 or 6 minutes.
That's right, mate. You do what you gotta do. Everyone understands.
This is just a banker lap, this one. So I've got a time on the board that's not too terrible. And then I'll start to push. So I've got a few people diving in the pits by the looks of it. 9 thousandths in front of 6th. Cock that corner up. Oh. Yuck. And that one, for that matter, it was too slow. No. Oh, wrong button. Don't even reckon I've got time for some new tyres and back out. Well, we've got 3.5 minutes. I might do. Have time for another semi-hot lap. But I'll have to get this outlet done in a hurry. If I get it done quick enough, have I got 2 flying laps in me? No, I really don't. I'd have to be starting the lap now. Because this doesn't let you finish your quality lap, does it? Cuts it off the second the timer runs out. So I'm only going to have 1 more flying lap in me, actually. Alright. Here we go, come on. 1 more big one. Not great through turn 1. Too late turning in there. But all I can do is keep going for now. Yeah. 10.5 down on my own lap time, so unlikely to improve, but cut him way too early, so that's me done. Times are tight at the top, though. Times are real tight at the top. Let's have a look and see what we got. Oh, I got knocked down to 5th. That sucks. But look at the times. 29.9. Anyone in the 29s is going to take the top. Then a 30.3, 30.6, 30.7, 7, 8. I mean, we are talking between 3rd and 7th place. 8th place. Well, really, you just keep going down. Like, we're separated. Ah, that's down to 6th. Not ideal. A few people just dropping some real good laps there at the end. Well,
that's the idea of qualifying.
It is, but the super close qualifying. Like, really, we're talking a 10th or less in between pretty much everyone from 4th right the way down to really 10th. 6 places all separated by 4/10 of a second. 6 people within 4/10. That's pretty close. Like, that is pretty close. 29 in a WRX, yeah, it's pretty good going. You would be second in my lobby, but you're in this one, you're 15th. Yeah, well, my sister's got 2 degrees, so stop showing off, Speedy. Tee-hee. Oh well, 6th place. 6th place, it is what it is. It's I may not be in Speedy's Supreme Elite lobby, but I've got some tough people in here, and we'll see how we race. What's the go in terms of pit stops, do we reckon? I presume this is going to be, what, 12 laps, is it? 16 laps. 16, so 1 pit stop will probably get the job done. I don't think we need to worry about trying to maintain fuel to the end. But we'll see how we go. 16 laps around. The first, actually, it's the first FIA race I've done in months. Let's see how we go. Good clean racing is what I'm after. And also, and that's from me. That's really, I was just talking to myself there. But it'd be nice if the competitors were also clean. But I'll be trying to save as much fuel as I can, short shift where I can, especially in the early laps when, you know, overtaking's so difficult here. But it's a shame to go from 3rd to 6th when people put their last laps across the line, but what are you going to do?
Go faster?
Yeah, that's the easy method.
So what you're trying to say there is, thanks Captain Obvious.
Yeah, pretty much. It's about as useful as a friggin' snooze button on a smoke alarm, but nonetheless, thanks for thanks for your advice anyway, mate. You're torn, Jack, between GTR and me. Who's GTR? The GTR.
Somebody's running a GTR in this race.
Must be a fond attachment to GTRs. Thanks for the for subscribing there, Ken. Appreciate it, mate. If you put a race number on a livery, it should give you that number in the race. This is just the stock livery. Actually, James, I never went out and changed that. That's something I was going to do, wasn't it?
Yeah. And do you remember how I said we'll forget again?
Yeah. Look. Yeah. I'm not too stressed about it, if I'm being honest with you.
It's not going to make you go any faster.
It's not going to help my pace. It's not going to give me a cleaner race. So let's just see how we go. Try and keep it all together. Keep it nice. Race clean, hard, and let's see how we go. a slight nudge there. Please don't give me a penalty for what was nothing more than a kiss. No, you're going to have to go the long way around me, buddy. If you want it, you have to use the outside route.
Streets closed, pizza boy.
Trying to leave racing room for him here. I'm just trying to sort of take it a bit easy. I don't want to push too hard in these early stages, but I also don't want to lose spots. I still thoroughly enjoy lap 2 always giving you purple sectors. It's just that little cheerful positivity boost that you need. Not really doing much to save fuel at the moment, but yeah. What are you going to do, right? Oh, we've had a mistake out there. Oh, I've just smashed my phone off the rig. That's okay. No stress. Not worried about it. Still pretty status quo at the moment. It's not a real lot going on. Everyone's just sort of trying to get on with it. Yeah, what happened to fuel saving? I kind of, you know, I decided that that's not the best tactic. Oh, we've had a couple of spins. Oh, he's actually just giving me a little shove there. I think I had the corner. Oh, penalty. You got to be kidding. Did nothing wrong.
See it.
Did nothing wrong there. Had the line, had the speed. Shut up the inside. He moved across on me.
Just only a second though, mate.
Ah, I know. I know.
Head down, head down.
Look, not letting it get me down. Not letting it get me down. What are we, lap 4 of 6 and I'm nearly down to half a tank.
16, mate.
Ah, yeah, that's what I said. Probably what I said. Probably what I said when I said those things that I said.
I just wanted to make sure that you're aware so that you weren't like trying to make plans for your race.
Based on a 6-lapper.
Because that would have been detrimental.
It almost certainly would have been, yeah.
I'm not even saying almost.
Bit of argy-bargy up here in front.
How'd you go on the supercar, Shano?
Shano's back. Welcome back. I'm hoping everyone's going to have to pit and I'm not just unnecessarily burning up my fuel. And then I pit and everyone else is just kind of like, yeah, nah. Made a mess of that corner. As I so often do.
They were in the 30s in quali, and the fastest lap of the race is a 30.7. You're not really catching anyone ahead of you. I'm going to say they're all pushing.
I've done a 30.9 myself.
So what you're trying to say, Shano, is that the track or the cars are wrong, because you shouldn't be doing a 48.3 at Simmons Plains.
I don't think I've ever done a FIA race at this circuit. I don't think. I'm just trying to rack my brain.
It's a good track to do it at, though. Good track for the good cars. Like, it's good.
Just keeping it fairly consistent behind the ER34 Skyline up there. Which is nice. A little bit of breathing room over Sin Regza behind me. Sort of the boring phase of the race where you're just trying to be clean and not chew up your tyres and fuel too much. What am I down to? A quarter of a tank of fuel at lap 6. So pretty much just going to have to stop, I think, for maximum fuel load and tyres as well. So if other people have got better pit stop strategies than me, I feel like that's my vulnerability. It's probably the fact that I will be taking on a full tank of fuel and new tyres.
They're probably doing the same though.
Well, that's what I'm saying, if they've got a better pit stop strategy. So next lap is the half race distance, so I should be able to get more than half race on this tyre and fuel. Oh, he's out in the gravel. Starting to feel a lot of push from these tyres now.
You'll be right, mate. Don't let it get to you. Tyres wear out. Just drive it.
They do wear out. Luckily, I think they're still making them.
Yeah.
I guess I'm pitting this lap. Kind of took,
Yeah, no. You will be.
kind of took that out of my hands, didn't it? Isn't this pit lane a bitch?
Well, it's not easy.
Yep. Full tank of fuel. This is where I reckon I'll lose out a little bit because I've had to take so much fuel. Yeah, I have. So ER Skyline, ER34 has actually gained a heap of time on me by being able to take a lot less fuel.
Isn't that him in front of you?
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's been able to gain a heap of time, and he actually overtook me in the pit. Because
He only gained about a second because he was about 3 or 4 cents behind you before you went in.
Yeah, tenths. But he's got the spot, he's got the track position. Worth.
Yeah,
Hashtag worth for him.
Yeah, I think that the main thing at the end of the day was that you were catching him. So he's obviously having to conserve a little bit to get there.
Yeah.
Which means that you'll be faster again and you won't have a couple of cars to get through. You're right behind him already, so...
Hope this guy's pitting soon.
Yeah.
Because I can see myself losing a lot of time behind this guy. Yeah, and he's defending his position too.
Well, wouldn't you?
No. Not that kind of guy. Got it done. Wasn't sure if I was going to commit to it or not, but I did get it done. I reckon he's going to pit now anyway. That's another spot I've lost during the pit stops round to Sin Regs. Jeez, he must be good on fuel. Because he was quite a fair way back, I believe.
He was.
So he has taken on.
But, at that same note, you should be able to move past him again at that same sort of rate, because he's obviously having to conserve heaps.
He is, but overtaking here
You'll be right, mate. Just stick it down.
is a bitch. And he's going to have the actual straight line grunt here. Maybe not.
I say, just grow up here. Just put your foot on it.
Oh mate, I'm giving her everything. I'm about to snap the old throttle pedal off, don't worry about that.
Bit like Stephen Richards, 106% throttle.
Yeah, exactly right. About 125% throttle then.
So what are we? 3-something seconds behind old mate.
Yeah, so having to overtake those two cars hasn't really helped me at all.
No, it hasn't. Potentially still attainable though. Just get your head down. Dorcas is a little bit busy at the moment, but I'm going to go ahead and say that Charlie's favourite category car and track combo would be GR3 Porsche at Bathurst.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much nailed it. My tyre wear is going to be worse this stint. Comparatively to last stint, I'm treating him like shit.
Well, yeah, only because you had to start off with. You can back off a little bit now.
Back off. I'm not going to catch old AR Skyline by backing off, mate. Give it the full biscuits.
Well, you've already lost 4/10 to him.
Yeah, I know.
On that last lap. So I would say maintain, because you're on a podium at the moment.
I don't want a podium. Well, I do want a podium, but I want to win. I want second anyway. Ooh. Old mate behind me's had himself a little whoopsie.
You got Jupiter Race
Oh!
and Betty both saying you can do it.
He has done the biscuit. How many laps have I got remaining in the race? Yeah, I'm good on fuel.
So old ER has just done the same thing he did the last stint.
I'd just like to open a little gap up now. Just a comfortable, probably 1.5 to 2 seconds. There's the 30.7. That's my quickest lap of the race.
The guy in front's not even set the fastest lap.
Who's got that?
The guy in 5th.
Oh yeah, okay. Trusted that was old mate that was winning and had a little emotional moment with himself.
Yeah, potentially.
Well wide there, made a bit of a dog's breakfast of it. Unnecessary gear shift down, don't know why I did it, nonetheless it's done. Lost me a lot of time, but the threat from ER is not yet behind me. How am I going on fuel? Only 2 laps to go, and I've got 2.9 remaining, so I should be laughing in the fuel department. My bum's starting to hurt. This seat is getting a bit hard. Do need a new racing chair. It was a 30.6. My new fastest lap.
Well, you've done a 30.325.
Oh, did I? Okay,
yep.
Cool. Jeez, I'm even better than I knew I was. JK. I'm not very good.
Just give us a second, Dorcas. He's almost finished this race and then he can answer your questions.
Yes, be happy to answer questions in about a lap and a half. It's a shame old mate in front got away. Would have liked to have gone for the win. Starting to chalk up a lot of seconds. There's no stats for seconds, but I'd like to see them. I reckon I've got a few. Just need to do a safe lap now. Not take any big risks. Unfortunately, that was the sound of me settling for second, but what are you going to do when you're that far back? Not a damn thing.
So you got 5.5 seconds and you've not really made a dent in it, so one would say that it's pretty status quo.
Yeah.
Unless he's going to bend it somewhere, but still.
He has had another little mistake because Trusted is actually up third.
But Trust is also he's done a 29.9, so he's probably just motoring along at a nice little pace there.
He'll probably be happy to scav. Let me just concentrate, not talk. To salvage a podium after his big incident early on. He's obviously got some pace. But I will take a second place. It's not a win. I'd prefer a win, but you know what? It'll do for now. It will do for now. First could still drop a clang. I got to keep going. I agree, Jupiter. It's you got to always push. What you don't want to do is see the guy in front of you drop it, and then because you backed right off too early, you end up missing out by half a second or something. You think, geez, I shouldn't have backed off so much. It is still a podium. I'll still take second. I will take a second. Thank you for all the congrats, guys. Much appreciated. Now, is there someone that I wasn't answering?
Dorcas.
Dorcas. I'll have to go back through and find him. Great race. Good result from 6th. Thank you, the Tron. I told you when you joined, I said, that's it, podium. Now that all the Lonatrons here, it's going to be a podium for sure. Show us how many points you got. Probably not much, because everyone will be a lower rank than me or something like that, I'd imagine. You got to go, Piosco. Off to Toys R Us. with the missus and daughter. No worries. Well, thanks very much for stopping by. I appreciate that. And have fun at Toys R Us.
Fun fact, Toys R Us is closing down, isn't it?
I think so, yeah. I think it's gone balls up, unless that's just in Australia. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. It was a good clean race. I got 1,217 points. I got 148 grand for that, so that's not too bad. I'll take it.
Better than kicking nuts.
Better than a kick in the dick. So what did Dorcas say? Without risks, you're not racing, though?
No, so first off he asked what your favourite category and everything was, which I answered. Then he asked why you like the Porsche.
Just do. It lacks horsepower now. They suck the life out of it. But, I mean, over the top of the mountain, there is no sweeter. There is no sweeter car than the Porsche, I don't think.
And then he asked what the any tips for racing at Bathurst.
Don't know. Practice?
Well, that's what you keep telling me.
Yeah, it is what I keep telling you. Do you like the GR4 Huracan? I don't mind it. Ahmad, but because I use bonnet cam, not in-car cam, some of the cars don't really have a true bonnet cam. They have more what I would call a roof cam, or what Willie used to say was the sort of the hot dog cam that you see in the V8 supercars, and I think NASCAR as well.
And by hot dog you mean hamburger?
That's what I said, hamburger cam, which just sits pretty much in the middle of the windshield at the roof. So right there looking down. And that's too high for me. I don't like it that high. Even that M4 that I was just racing there, and that's really, I'd say, almost up slightly too high. Gone in the USA as well. Oh, it has Toys R Us, yeah, so it's the whole company. I'd say that's what Beth's talking about there. A natural teacher right there. That's exactly right, Bob. I could be a teacher. How do I do good there? Practice heaps. I said I didn't like to blast in at the last second and do this, but I was just driving the BMW for a full FIA race. I might be able to get in and drop a hot one with 3 minutes on the clock. Come on, let me in.
Drop it like it's hot.
Dorcas, the GT3 RS though.
Yeah, it's a street car. Enough said.
Take a big swig of water after that. At least now that it's starting to really cool off outside and the days aren't super hot, this room isn't getting as hot as it was. So that's been a nice thing. Can I get any kind of respectable lap time with about 1 to 2 flying laps? You'll find out in just a second. Don't really know why I ran up onto the curve, but it's in the bank now, it's in the past. There's no point in focusing on what you've already done. How late can I brake?
50.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
About where I brake was not too bad. It's just probably about 75, I'd say.
Oh, Lanatron says, what happened to that Willie
chap? Oh, he's doing his thing. He's doing his thing. He's got a lot on.
Thereabouts. For some reason, we're all just pretty busy at the moment. A bit going on.
Heaps going on. Well, I should be right now. I should have not much coming up, just some quiet weekends, which I'm sort of looking forward to, which is unlike me. Normally don't like hanging around the house and just having nothing on, but I could sort of do with that over the next few weeks.
Which is the opposite to what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I'll have a couple of those coming up soon though.
I've sort of had, you know, really over 3 months now.
Yep.
Of pretty much busy stuff every weekend. Haven't really pushed very hard this lap. I've kept it clean, but it's not going to be a pole position lap. And I don't think I'll have time to do another one. Oh! No, dropped on the last turn. So it's going to be a come from behind race, put it that way. Wait, this is being... yeah, Sarge. This is pretty much going to be the last race, mate.
At least you've made it in time to see it, though.
You have? Oh yeah, I do still have counter steer assist on. Yeah, I need to turn that off. I'm already half a second down this lap, so I think that 1:39, which is horrible. That's a terrible lap time. That really will put me about last. But this lap's already gone, so let's just go and remember to turn that back off. Apparently I need to exit to do that. So yeah, I'm not going to qualify well for this one, but that's what happens when you jump in with 3 minutes to go. And 1 flying lap. What am I doing? Driving options. There. Off. Yeah, so 37. 37, 38, somewhere around there is where I'll be looking. 39.9 is not a strong time at all, but we'll see how we go. Not that I mind Ryan being here. Oof. Was that a little passive-aggressive, do you reckon? Do you reckon Elanatron was sort of like, oh shit, I better throw that in? Ryan might get offended if I'm sort of going, where is Willie? Much preferred that guy to this tick. Oh, no, no, you're alright too, though, Ryan.
Yeah, no, it goes alright, I guess.
You won't be last, just believe. It's the power of positive thought, Speedy. The power of positive thought, mate. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you will. And I'm 4th last, so technically you were right. I am not last. But I still got a hell of a job in front of me. A hell of a job. Minecraftion. Nice name. I like that. It's good. Welcome to everyone that I actually haven't had the chance, hadn't seen you sneak in, or perhaps you're sitting there lurking and not chatting. It's great to have you all along. I just appreciate you stopping by for a little bit, taking a bit of time out of your day to sit on my good old stream.
The lurkers are my favourite.
The lurkers are certainly up there for me. I mean, I'd love everyone to have a chat, but still love the lurkers.
They're whatever you want them to be.
They are whatever I want them to be. So yes, definitely going to be a tough race for me, this one. Probably should have just finished on the high of 2nd place, because the odds of me pulling something miraculous out of my bum here is seems unlikely, but that's cool. Power of positive thought. Oof, up to 1960 subscribers, just 40 to go, and I've reached 2,000. Oh. G-Rex comes in, throws another super chat. Thank you very much, my friend. Much appreciated that. Much appreciated. Not even a message. Just drops his cash and walks away. It's like a microphone. No message, no note. Just sort of like, here, have this. Go on. Go on, piss off. Take this and go on, get.
Do you mean a Croatian flag? Yeah.
Croatian. Oh, Rip got Goriarechi. That's a word.
It is certainly a word.
That's a real word, that one, that Speedy's put out there. Some of us lurkers were having a lobby race. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. So why is there a Croatian in this lobby? Are they just getting...
Yeah, I was going
to
say... it's
Belawa there, isn't that Polish?
I was going to say, it's not actually Croatian. And Mitch has just chimed in saying it's Indonesian, which is exactly what I was going to say.
And I'm tipping that Belawa there.
That's not actually Polish.
It's not Polish. It's one of the Asian countries. Should probably hold the throttle down because this will go green soon. So coming out of 16th position feels bad, man. Feels real bad.
You're right, mate. Get it done.
Feels real bad. And turn 1 is just always bad. Like, do I go up the inside and just get taken out? Do I stay out wide? Like, where do I go from here? Oh, that guy deliberately... Oh, there goes that absolute tosser. Oh, 4.7 second penalty there. Seems rough.
Holy, what the hell?
5.7 second penalty now. A big SR downturn. I can see straight away this race was a mistake. Leave racing room for the guy on the inside of me. So I feel like... Oh! Don't get on the curbs. Don't get on the curbs. Yeah, that's... look, it's not gone well for me. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm actually now 18th. How much DR and SR damage do you reckon I can take in this one race? Tipping? Quite a bit.
You can come and be a DS with me again, mate.
Yeah, maybe I can. Maybe I'll finish with a DR of D. We can go racing together.
Finally. I don't think we've ever actually done it yet.
Nah.
Outside of a lobby, obviously.
Doesn't help that you pretty much never race.
Yeah, it's true.
And you got the game late from memory, so we'd already had a decent rank, Willie and I, by the time you got it. Yeah. So, I mean, what do I do? Second last here.
We'll obviously
a little bit afraid to sort of get up and overtake anyone. Kind of was hoping they'd just mostly take each other out, and I could just be there.
Well, you got 11 laps to do it.
Should probably actually start driving intelligently so that I'm faster on the straights rather than staying out wide and doing shitty things in the corners, and then for the straights I get put back like this. Okay, engage brain.
Charge says fuel save and don't stop.
Have you ever seen me fuel save? It's generally not pretty. I've already burnt more than a quarter of a tank of fuel. Please don't hit me, please don't hit me. I want to kind of pit as early as I can so that I get back by myself. I wonder how soon I can pit. Cocked up the drive out of there again. See if I can grab this guy's toe. Just try and sneak past. But yeah, what I want to do is pit at the earliest sort of time. I'm sort of thinking at the end of lap 4. Oh, this is a predicament. Oh, he slowed massively down, and I'll get another penalty there for that. Yep, 8.9 seconds, and then he shoved me off the road. Next turn. Yep. 13.6 seconds. Okay, what was that for? This is going really well.
Yeah.
This is the biggest penalty I've ever got in my life. What is he even doing? 14.6. Okay, clearly I need to... 15.6. I need to serve this. Because it's just every sector. I've never had a penalty this big before, so not sure what's going on. Why is it going up? For God's sakes, for the love of God, game. Well, that's the second left. And that's my race well and truly over. I reckon my SR and DR can really take quite a beating here.
You may as well have just slowed down that little bit longer and just got rid of the penalty altogether.
Yeah,
mate.
I didn't really mean it to pick up again, but I started picking up speed and I'm like, I'm just going for it.
Yeah.
I'll work that down throughout the rest of the race. But yeah, I'm 9 seconds behind second last. Like, there's not a great deal of point in me doing this, but there you go. That was actually rubbish. I've never had that big a penalty, and I had no idea that it just continued to... And I reckon I'm going to struggle to get to the end of the race from here. I'm going to have to fuel save. Yeah, that's only giving me 6 laps. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to be one short. Well, anyway, what's going on in the chat? Slow down, everyone's screaming to slow down. See, I don't know, that's the first time I've ever had a penalty of that size, so I was unaware that it just continued to increase.
Well, when you go and see the DSO, Craig Baird, you can just tell him, look mate, I've not had a penalty before. Give me a friggin' break.
Cut me a bit of slack, mate. That seems a bit bullshit, actually, especially because the penalties I don't think were particularly justified.
Yeah.
But anyway, you will get to watch me do 6 more laps of this race in last. That is what is going to happen.
Get around it, people.
I took a risk coming here with one flying lap to do a qualifying lap, and it's a risk that didn't really pay off that well for me. With 90 seconds across the line because I did not see it going up. Yeah, that sucks, James. I bet that hurt. But yes, I can't see me coming anything other than last. So what are you doing at the moment, Ryan? You doing a livery in the end or what?
I am. After I earned my million and then went and bought that BMW, I'm doing a livery on it.
You're going to run wide. It's hard to take a race like this seriously, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Like, you just sort of, you don't really give a shit, to be honest. He's like, yeah, cool.
And the worst thing is you can't even freaking leave because that'll cost you more in your bloody ratings than anything else than doing it.
Yeah, you're actually just better off just lapping around at the back. Just lapping around at the back. I'm only set 47 seconds behind though. I feel like that's something I can overcome from here. Just smack the microphone.
The resonating noise was definitely a giveaway.
It's because I'm such a pro streamer. That's what I do. Did someone just say my wife loves it when I lap around the back? Did I just see that very briefly as I glanced across at the chat then?
Yes. Electron says, my wife loves when I lap around at the back.
Lol. Tee-hee. How good was this bloke's dive bomb? This I'm Shine bloke. I'm pretty sure this was the guy that dive bombed. Might not be. It might have been Ballywah. It was one of those two, I think. That dive bomb at turn 1 was phenomenal. Like, he just held it pinned. That was unreal.
It was certainly another level.
It was next level shit. It's hard not to like it. Probably not as much as I like the penalties I got though. They were pretty unreal. At least I've experienced it. It's all about experiencing stuff, and I hear people complaining about these sorts of penalties all the time, but I've never actually got one myself. So it's nice. I feel like I'm part of the team now. I'm really getting in touch with the people. That sounded a little bit wrong.
You dirty bastard.
Getting in touch with myself? No, that doesn't really save it, does it? How am I going for fuel? I've got 3.2 laps left and 4 laps to do, so it's going well, yeah. I would say it's going very well. I think pretty much everyone's pitted now, still last. Hey, I'm not last. There's actually someone behind me.
What?
No, it can't be. It must be a DNF. Or there's some mistake going on.
If it was a DNF or something, then surely they would have left.
Keeping you up, am I, mate?
Yeah, pretty much.
A little bit?
A little bit. Yeah, if they'd left the race or DNF'd or something like that, then they would disappear off the server.
True. Just can't see anyone on the track physically up on the track map behind me.
No, you're right.
And I've got no gap to him, so I still believe that my first instinct was right. He's DNF'd or he's... There you go, now he's gone from the server. No, now I'm 19th, so... Don't know what happened is what is happening.
Oh, it's Kimmy. He's probably breaking people's legs, mate.
Probably. The bastard.
The bastard.
The bastard. I probably won't make it on fuel, you're right.
And for those latecomers, we have spoken about this already and already come to the conclusion that there's no way Kimmy had anything to do with this.
Correct. So I
So
now
I don't feel like we're beating up on him or anything like that.
I'm doing alright on fuel. I've got two 2 laps of fuel left and 2 laps left to do. Oh no, and this one. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not going to make it on fuel. Does it really matter at this point? I would have quit out if it didn't hurt my DR more. I wonder if I can drop back down after months of being DRB, finally making DRA. I wonder if I can actually drop back down after this.
Probably.
I reckon I probably can, you know.
Just like the first opportunity that it gets to put you back to a,
Yeah.
a B.
Pretty much, yeah. This is kind of just a painful race and a painful way to finish the live stream. Yeah, I'm not going to make it on fuel. For sure. Just gonna pit. Why not?
Get her done some.
Yeah, mate. Get some fresh tyres. See if I can't set a decent lap time on the last lap of the race. I'll be all by myself. Oh, actually, this might put me back into the clutches of the leaders. I didn't think about that, did I? Nah, I'm right. Right, full lane, full balls. What's the fastest lap of 1:38? That's a big ask, actually. It's a real big ask. But we'll see how we go.
There you go. Stupid coming in to save the day. You can't drop any further. Think positive.
That's it. That's why I pitted. That's why I pitted. Just so I can have at least one crack at fastest lap. This is pretty much how Alonso would have used to have felt, I reckon. Back in the Honda McLaren heydays.
It's what Vettel used to do for quite a while. Even if he was winning.
Yeah, but that was when he was so far out in front he could literally just afford to do an extra pit stop and it not matter. Righto, let's see if I can do a decent lap. I've got no fuel in the car, fresh tyres. Not great through the first chicane, but whatever. The lack of purple sector in Sector 1 is not a great sign. I'm probably not even going to have time to finish the lap. Didn't think about that. It's been a shitty lap anyway. I'm 39.8, didn't get it. Did not get
Good
it.
God, man. Come on.
I know, I couldn't even get that on the last lap. Couldn't do anything, much of anything. Alright, let's see how big of a hit my SR and DR took. This should be good. This should be good.
Standing there looking disgusted at your car.
Yeah, pretty much.
I would be too.
Not entirely happy with the penalties, if I'm being fair.
Yeah.
If I'm being fair, not that happy with the penalties. I think they were a bit of bullshit. No, I stayed at A and S. I didn't even get a red. Didn't even get a red next to the A or the S. So I just stayed as I was. So nothing happened at all.
You're right.
Nothing happened at all. Didn't make a lot of money. So, if you want to learn what the lesson is out of that race, the lesson is don't jump in with one practice lap, qualify way down the pack, and expect that you're not going to get shit on by the other competitors around you that are in the bottom 5. You're going to have a bad time. Probably took a small hit. It probably did, Benny, but it most likely took a decent hit from the race before where I came second in the FIA manufacturer's race. So I'm guessing it probably pretty much balanced itself out. That's roughly where it was before I started the stream. So yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? That's what I think anyway. Interlagos, always take it easy on the first lap, yeah. Well, it wasn't even just the first lap, was it? I think it was just trying to race with other people. Pretty much tipped it off. Pretty much tipped it off, but look, at this point I want to thank all of you that have joined me, and everyone that's left a like. I've nearly got as many likes as I do people watching, so if you are watching, you haven't hit that like, it is much appreciated. So please do that. Obviously, if you're new to the channel, feel free to hit subscribe. Check out all the other things that are on my channel. A couple other videos. Got some videos coming up. Greetings from Ecuador. Carlos, welcome to the stream, mate. Greetings right on back from a very late, dark, and cool Australia. At least I had one good race tonight. That was the thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I made a lot of money. I made $1.5 million plus whatever I made in the races. Probably nearly made $2 million
Probably.
tonight. So I think overall I had a productive night. Good job. Thanks, Shane. Hopefully you went well on the R Factor 2 stuff. Now you may sleep. Sarge, I'll probably go out and lie on the couch for about an hour and then I'll go to sleep. Great stream.
Yeah.
Glad I caught all of it. Thanks, Jack. Appreciate that. You have to go back to work. Oh, that sucks. Let me get rid of that text. Put that one on. But I think that's going to end. So thanks for joining, Ryan. Appreciate having you here.
No worries.
It's always good to have my co-star. And look at those likes go up. 65 likes. You guys are too kind. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Even if you were just lurking and not talking, it's all awesome. I can't wait to talk to you all in the next live stream, whenever that may be. Most likely, I'm going to say not tomorrow night, but Thursday night. So probably 48 hours from now. Or less. 45 hours from now. I reckon will be the next one. So it's going to be unreal. I hope to see you all there. Thank you all very much for joining me. And I'll talk to you next time.
You're right.